Hello again, guys. Today we're going to have a lesson all about tea and kettles. The first rhyme's going to be Polly, put the kettle on, Polly, put the kettle on, Polly, put the kettle on, let's all have tea. Here we have a little fat teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here is my spout. When I see the teacups, then I shout, tip me over and pour me out. Now you be the teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here is my spout. When I see the teacups, then I shout, tip me over and pour me out. And here we have a tea bag. What we're going to do is put on the kettle now and make a cup of tea. This kettle is one that is not with a cord. You put it on gas and you heat it up. When it's ready, there's a whistle, so it goes. Then you know that your water's boiling. Over here I have an electric kettle and I'm going to boil it. What you must be very careful of is not only the hot water but the steam that comes here. Steam and hot water can really hurt you, so make sure mom and dad are always with you when you boil the kettle. While we wait for it to boil, we're going to get our teapot ready. We're going to put the tea bag inside. Here I've got a teacup. It's much smaller than a mug. Most moms and dads use mugs nowadays. Our little rhyme has a teacup. Listen, I can almost hear the kettle finishing boiling. Let's watch for the light to come off. Watch, the kettle's almost finished boiling. There, the light switched off. Remember, the steam is incredibly hot. Do not touch that. Don't open the kettle, it's very hot. Now I've got a tea bag inside my teapot and we pour the water in. Here's my teacup all ready and waiting. Some people like to have sugar in their tea. I don't like it, it makes it too sweet. But for this, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon in. Then, some people have milk in their tea. And now we need to add the tea. Let's sing our little teapot rhyme again. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here is my spout. When I see a teacup, then I shout, tip me over and pour me out. Let's stir the sugar in so you don't get a big clump of sugar at the bottom. Let's try out your cup of tea. Nothing quite like a cup of tea. Do you know you get different types of teas? You get some teas that help you put you to sleep, others that are meant to make you thin. But the tea we're going to talk about today is just our normal brand of tea. We have 5 roses here, and I've put a tea bag here outside. What shape would you say is this tea bag? If you take out the top, it's a rectangle. This is rooibos. Rooibos was made in South Africa. Rooi being the Afrikaans word for red, because it comes from the red bush. Its color is almost an orangey type, and its tea leaves are very definitely brown. It almost looks like bits of tree. This is the normal tea, and you can see it is much darker brown, and its tea leaves almost look mushy, and they definitely a much blacker color than the rooibos. I'll put them together and you can see the difference. Where does tea come from? It comes from a bush. This is a rooibos tea bush. This is the other tea, the 5 roses tea. Look at the difference. What happens is they need pickers to pick the tops of the leaves. They pick the green leaves and put them into the basket on their backs. Then it gets taken inside and the tea's got to dry out. They have rollers that squash the tea leaves to get rid of any bit of moisture there is. They then dry it again, and look at what the tea looks like, or the tea leaves. Well, there's nothing more perfect at the end of learning about tea than to have a tea party. So because my family is all busy, I decided I was going to have a tea party with the Highland cow, Panda, and Stormtrooper Piggy. So find either your family to have a picnic tea outside or use your animals. Mr. Highland Cow, would you like some tea? Moo. There's some lovely tea. Would you like some milk in it? Moo. And how about some sugar? Moo. No sugar? Good cow. And for you, Panda, you'd also like some tea. And a little bolt of milk for you? Oh, yes. And some sugar? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Mr. Panda, that's not so good. I'll give it a quick stir. How about you, Storm Piggy? You're going to have some tea as well? Some milk? No, okay. And some sugar? Let's give you some sugar. What was that? 2 sugars? Oh, greedy Stormtrooper. Your teeth are going to fall out if you don't be careful. And then you couldn't have a tea party without having some food. So I found some chocolate muffins and some Oreos. And Piggy's going to probably eat them all. Well, enjoy your tea party. Have a lovely day. Bye.